Hi everyone, my name's Lynn. I'm a former Upreach associate. I studied at the University of Bristol. I'm currently on Aviva's grad scheme.
Hi, I'm Reese. I'm also a former Upreach associate and I studied at the University of Exeter, and I'm based in Norwich with Lynn on Aviva's graduate programme. So Lynn, to begin with, what's been your highlight so far?
I would say there's two main sort of highlights so far. In terms of the first highlight, it would be the opportunities that we've had on the scheme so far. So the CEO forum, the induction week where we got to meet all the global graduates, the House of Commons events, and the sort of recruitment activities we've been able to get involved in. And secondly, I would say the opportunity to meet so many different people on the scheme. So whether that's the global graduates or the people within our local offices, I think that they've been so friendly and helpful, and I think that's something that really stands out about Aviva. Why did you choose to apply for Aviva?
There are two main reasons that I chose to apply. One was because of the nature of the scheme, so it being holistic and having rotations, so you could experience different business units all around the globe. I thought that was really cool. And another was the fact that Aviva is the only insurance company to feature on Stonewall's Equality Index. Lynn, what has been your biggest challenge so far?
I would say the biggest challenge so far is literally the sheer amount of content and people we've had to engage with and meet. So we've been at the company for about 5 months now, and I feel like I'm still in that process of very much getting to know what the business does, meeting the right people, and just learning about the company as a whole. I think that's a big challenge for me personally.
So this is a question about me. What Aviva value do you think I most closely represent, and why?
Yeah, I would say you probably represent kill complexity the best in your current role. So you work in supply chain and you reduce a lot of the complexities in that specific area, and I think that's where you add real value. So kill complexity.
Okay, final question for you, Lynn. What have you learned about yourself since starting at Aviva?
I would say the one thing that I've learned about myself from this particular scheme that we're on is how adaptable I am. So I think the transition from university onto a graduate scheme is quite immense. The environment that you're in at university is very different to the type of skills and the type of things you'll be picking up at Aviva on this particular scheme. So I just think the sheer amount of people and the sheer amount of knowledge that you need to be able to grasp right from day one, that's been a big challenge, but I think I've coped with that quite well. So that's my main sort of takeaway. So Reese, what does an average week involve?
I probably don't have an average week because the role and the scheme is so varied. So sometimes we'll have our development activities such as our learning curriculum from the grad scheme, and other times I will be on call or in meetings with suppliers. We'll be having link calls internally. We may have some kind of graduate activity. I will set aside some time to respond to some emails. I'll be looking to run proof of concept, so I'm often in contact with legal and IT and security. There's so much in the role that it's really, really hard to imagine what it will look like until you're at your desk, or sometimes out with suppliers and not at your desk and in the field. So I probably don't have an average week.
What tips would you give to someone for the application process?
I would advise people to think about their strengths, be very, very clear in terms of what you're good at and already and what you would like to improve in the future, and think about how a role at Aviva might be right for you in terms of giving you the opportunities to develop those skills. I would ask them to consider whether they align with our values, because they're so intrinsic to everything we do and being successful at Aviva. So question kind of, are they you? Can you live the values? And to be willing to explore and be flexible because of the rotations, and show intellectual curiosity and enjoy the process.
So guys, I hope you found that useful. I'll definitely advocate for you to apply to the graduate scheme. It's been a great opportunity and I know there's lots to come. Good luck if you do decide to apply.